It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Robinson.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Napier. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's 3rd and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Goes to the option. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his tight end. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, and 3rd down's coming up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And defensive backs, you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why they play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the center.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Lyle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The shotgun on third down. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Here we go. Got it.
Big fella moving. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answer. He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A knocking down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing
2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something to the board.
Throwing right. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. The corners are walked up tight. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback extends the play. Right down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Might be changing the route. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Now sliding to his left. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad play at a bad time.
Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Irish send out the punt unit. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Napier.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go.
A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. Breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Taking it the other way.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. You see how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Catch inside the 25. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On target over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
Here comes the heat. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fights off a defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.